Hi guys, this is Sai Kumar Kortewada. In this video, we will see how to style a component in solidjs. So what are the different ways we will use to style our components in solidjs? Let me quickly jump into Visual Studio Code. First, we'll go with one style called as inline styles. So let me remove this and let me remove this. So now what I will do is I'll just create a div and I'll try to add some set of inline styles. So that can be added by using an attribute of style. This is normal CSS style, but this style property will receive an object inside this. So this object can be anything, and we have to write something like font hyphen size as 20 pixel. For example, you want to go with the pixel, then you have to mention that units as well. And like in React, we will be using font the capital letter S, but we will not use like that. We have to use only hyphens. When there is two words for a property of a style, then we have to use hyphen. And there is something like background color, for example, background color, then you have to show a red color over here. For example, I'm giving a red color, and let me save this, and let me write some paragraph over here, and let me use hi, this is inline style. So I have used over an inline style. Let me save this. Go here, you can see hi, this is inline, and the background color is red, and the font size whatever we are writing inside this, it is 20 pixel. You can inspect this and you can see that inline styles over here. And not only like this, even these styles can be an object. Let me create an object over here. Const obj implies, let me paste over here and bind this object over here. Let me save this, go here and just reload. Now it worked. Even you can change this into blue color. Save this and go here, you can see blue color. So like that we can write a number of styles in an object, and that object can be assigned to a particular style property. And let me do one thing. For example, I'll use something like const and is active. This is my is active property. Set active, and let me use a signal. Create signal, and this signal by default I am using as false. So whenever it is active, I want to show red color. That means whenever this is active, then we have to show a red color, else I have to show a blue color. In this case it is false, hence we should show blue color. Let me go here and it is blue color. Now if I change this into true, then it will be showing the red color because is active is true. Now it change it to red color. If this property gets changes, then automatically this object will get reinitiated and this value will be changed as we are using a signal over here. So this background color will be changed based on this signal property. So that's how we can use your inline styles. So let me go with classes. That means if you have a module, or just let me show you something like a new file where we will be using classes.jsx, and I'll use something like scomp, which is a snippet. This has been created called a CSS classes component, and what I'll do is I'll just add here inside this, or let me add a wrapper because it will take only one element. And now let me add the classes over here. So let me go to the last and just import it. Let me import it. Now let me close this tag and wrap all the elements into this empty tag, that is a fragment. Let me save this, go here, and you can see the classes. And now for this classes, I'll show you how to add some set of CSS classes to us. So let me use a new file. First approach is a classes with module.css. So we have modular approach as well as import with normal classes. So let me go here and import this modular classes. How to import modular classes? The only way to import modular classes is naming. So I can give a name for this like styles, and I can get it from /classes. This is capital letter classes .module.css. So whatever the classes you are writing inside this CSS, that can be accessed only with this property. So you cannot access direct class name. Instead we have to use this styles. Let me go here and create something like a red color, and inside this I'll just use color as red. Let me save this. Now let me create that class or utilize that class inside this class property. So class is also a CSS property, as we know, but in React we will use class name. We will not use in solidjs. In solidjs it is just a class property, and for this I am getting from modular. So let me use this styles dot, and I can get that from this class name. So it is an object. Inside this object we will have all these classes. Let me go here, and you can see it is in red color. Now this is about module, and we have something called as normal import or global import. Let me create one class called as global.css, and now let me add a blue color over here by using a class name called as blue, and the color is blue. Let me save this, and now let me go and create one more property inside this div. So let me create a paragraph, and inside this paragraph I'll just use a label called as global CSS, and let me format this. Now this global CSS will also receive a property called as class, but whenever you want to use a direct CSS, not the modular CSS, then you can just import it without any name, ./global.css. So I'll tell you what is the difference between these two. If I am importing this CSS directly, then I can use this class name directly without any naming. That means here we have named this as styles, and we are accessing as a object, but here we are accessing it only by using a class name. Let me go here, and you can see blue color. And let me do one thing. If I give this in my parent component, who is my parent? app.jsx is my parent. Let me give here the global.css. So whenever you want to use a normal CSS import without a module, then that CSS will apply not only for that component, even it applies for all the children of that particular component. For example, in this case, app is a parent component, whereas classes is the child component. You can see here classes is the child of app component, and I have imported this global.css in app component. Hence this global.css can be used even in the classes .jsx. Let me go here, and you can see global CSS, but you cannot do the same thing with module CSS. Module CSS will not be inherited or will not be passed to the children component. It is applicable only for this specific component over here. One more thing you need to know about module CSS is, if you go into the module, so you can see here red is a class name, but there is some random number added to it. So whenever you are using a modular CSS, a random number will be added, or random string will be added to your current classes. But if you are using a normal CSS imports, then it will add only that particular class name. So this helps us to differentiate between each and every component, because for each and every component you can use the same class name, but the number or the random number which is generated over here will be different. You can see here it has been generated a random number over here. Now these are the two differences between modular CSS and normal import CSS. Now we can even use these classes in different fashion. For example, I have a signal. So how to create a signal? By using a snippet solid sig and enter. So it created a signal for us, and let me import this signal. So whenever we are making it as true, what I'll do is I'll just use this state. Now my concern is, whenever my state is true, then I want to show styles.red, else I want to show a blue color. So this blue color is coming from in normal styles, and this red is coming from modular styles, and we are writing a ternary operator. So this is something like dynamic class generation based on the boolean value whatever we are having over here. Let me go here and reload. Now if you see, it is true. That means it is showing red color. Now let me make this as false. Now these classes, whatever the classes we are using here, that should be in the blue color. Let me go here. You can see it is also in blue color. So that's how you can write conditional operations. And not only condition operations, in this way we can use object format as well. So for example, let me remove this. I'll try to write an object format. So object format is something like, you can create an object inside this, and we need this red color. For example, I don't have two conditions. I have only one condition, that is if my value, whatever the state value which we are getting, if it is true, then show in red color, otherwise show in default color of the application. So this red, whatever we are using over here, that can be coming from your styles. Instead of using only styles, we can also import that red. Let me save this. So now whenever we are applying like this, it is not applying because we are using an object format. Whenever you want to apply an object format, then you can use something like class list. So whenever you are not using a direct property, then you can use something like a class list. Class list will receive an object, and whenever this property becomes true, then that particular class will apply. Let me go here and you can see global CSS has been applied. So there are three types of application. We can apply the CSS in three types. One is style, one is class, one is class list. Inside the class also you can add the ternary operators. Inside the class list also you can add the ternary operator. Whenever you are trying to add the class list, you need to use an object. Whenever you want to use something like dynamic content, you can use ternary operator if you have two conditions, if you have two or more conditions, and if you want to make a object format, then you can go with class list. If you want to write only the inline styles, then you can go and write the inline styles as an object format. So this is about styling the components in solidjs. Hope you like my explanation. If you like my video, like, share, subscribe to my channel for more updates. Signing off. Thank you.